Traveling to Cleveland for business? It's the perfect place to get to work while getting a taste of history.
The arcade is one of Cleveland's greatest historic landmarks. It was built in 1890 as one of the first indoor shopping malls in the United States, and it was funded by some of Cleveland's most esteemed businessmen, including John D. Rockefeller. The appeal of the arcade is that we have gorgeous architecture, a skylight that spans over 300 feet, gargoyles encircling the perimeter. It has 2 marble staircases, beautiful brass railings, very ornate fixtures, some of the most interesting architecture in Cleveland.
The arcade combines beautiful architecture with all the modern conveniences that a business traveler might need.
We have free Wi-Fi in our restaurant and lounge. We have lots of different tables that you can sit and meet. The arcade provides a very quiet, peaceful atmosphere. There are a lot of people coming through it, but it's such a big space that it's easy to have some peace and quiet.
The arcade is in the business and civic center of the city, but the Cleveland Museum of Art is the cultural center.
We're one of the top 10 museums in the country, but not because of its size. It's because we have a really precise collection. It's a masterpiece collection, and that's due to the founding of the museum. They organized it in a way that they didn't take in lots of objects. Every one was very carefully selected.
While you're there, take a break and catch a tour.
You can take a guided tour with a docent. We have them in the afternoons. We have a large collection wall. You can basically select the kind of art that you like and drag it down to an iPad or an iPod or your iPhone and take a tour around the museum.
After viewing the art, get down to business in the museum's modern atrium.
We thought it was really important for that to have both electricity and Wi-Fi so a traveler could come and sit down with an espresso and relax. We have an inexpensive end in our cafe, but we also have fine restaurant dining, and that's a great place for a business lunch.
Need to keep the meeting going? Try burgers and beers at a Cleveland classic, Great Lakes Brewing Company.
These buildings that we occupy were built in the 1870s, so there's a lot of history here. It's a really unique space. Each room that we have has sort of a different feel and a different vibe. And not only that, but we brew our own beer on premise. We typically have 3 or 4 beers on tap that you can only get here at the brew pub.
Just because it's a brewery doesn't mean you won't be productive.
We have a lot of meetings that are one-on-one. We can accommodate a lot of different kinds of groups. We have spaces like this room, which you can accommodate groups up to 20 or 30 people. And the cool thing about it is all these spaces have bars.
But at Great Lakes Brewery, it's not just about the beer. They also specialize in local, natural comfort food.
We put a huge emphasis on sourcing our food locally whenever possible.
With fresh food, good drinks, art, and history. A business trip to Cleveland doesn't have to be all work and no play. Kelly Bowman, CNN.